ourselves in the beautiful city of Douglasville with your host, Doug Level.
Hello, everybody. Again, we're here Care to Share. Again, on a Thursday night, we're having every Thursday night, we're having Care to Share for your convenience in the beautiful city of Douglasville. And I have some guests that are coming up here tonight. We have some people in the audience. I'm not going to point the cameras on because I've been told not to. But I want to welcome some people that are here. Will Smith, some of you in Douglasville probably know him. John Sanders, and Sophia, and Andrade. So we're glad to have them here tonight. And we have a guest tonight who's coming on in a few minutes. Tonight also I have a guest, which is my bishop from my church. If he's not here, he may cut the show short, or I may talk. And we will see about that. But tonight, beginning of the show, tonight we have with us a young man who is, I guess he's under 30, over 25, but already a Grammy Award winning producer from the group called Justice League. He's here to represent Justice League tonight, and we want to welcome him to the show. His name is Kenny Bartolome. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Hey, y'all check this out. I'm supposed to be getting a shirt like this. Justice says Justice League.
That's right. It's on the way. We got to make some triple X for you. We still got to make the,
That's why I love him. He's making a triple X for me. Hopefully it'll fit. Come on, have a seat, man. Have a seat. Can we turn the lights down a little bit just so we can get this backdrop here with Justice League?
Turn it down.
Just a little bit, yeah. Tonight, we're going to just talk about how you guys got started. And just to let my viewing audience know, they won a Grammy back in 2005. And they produced for people like, I'm gonna let Kenny tell you all about it. Because if I try to figure this thing out, they have a lot of things that are going on. Okay? So you produce for who? What major artists?
well, let's start back on our first placement in 2005 with Young Jeezy. His very first album was called Let's Get It, Thug Motivation 101. And for us, working with a guy like that, back then, who was not established, in mainstream music at the time, we were just looking for work.
Okay.
So at that time, we got, through a connection, by way of our management, One Shot Management, they lined up a session with us and this guy named Keith. To Atlanta, we went to Factory Studios, where we spent all our work. This cranked out a good. We did about 13 songs in a few days, and we were just cranking out songs. Meanwhile, we didn't know what was going to happen. Fast forward a year, maybe a year and a half later, and, one of the most influential Southern hip hop records came out, and we were a part of it.
What was that?
And it was Young Jeezy.
Jesus, okay.
Right. So we had done all this work with him, and he came out with the record, and it was well received, critically, and fans of the music were, really loved the music as well. So we were just blessed to be a part of that as our very first introduction to the world as
these guys work the long hours. They work the long hours. They work late at night to early in the morning, then they sleep all day. I'm kind of disappointed with him because he has a Grammy, and since I know him so well, I've never held a Grammy in my hands. And he was supposed to be bringing the Grammy tonight. So I guess we just cut the show short. No. Thanks a lot. But I guess I'll get a chance to hold the Grammy one day. I mean, you guys don't hide it. What y'all do, passing it around or
You
something?
know where I live. All you gotta do is come down and.
See, I gotta take a picture with the Grammy.
Alright.
You know, we can put something in a possibility. You know, even in your old age, possibility. You know, so for those of you who are older than me, oh, today is my birthday.
Really, is it?
Yeah, there's my
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm 50. No, really, I'm 62 years old today, and I feel like I'm 62. Yes, I do. But with you, how long have you been with Justice League?
It's been about 10 years now.
Were you known as Justice League before you became a part of them? Were they known as Justice League, the group known as Justice League?
No, I mean, rewind to 2003, and it was, we were living in Tampa Bay, Florida, kind of in different corners of the city,
Right.
and we were all just doing music, within our own facets,
Right.
and my partner Coleon and Brooke, they were all doing their own thing. Coleon is a self-produced rap artist that had a #1 record, in Central Florida for a while. And, I knew who he was, and I respected him. And a band that I was working with at the time knew him. The lead singer knew him and asked him to come by a recording session of ours. And he came by and I was a fan because, at the level that I was at the time, it was very, very local, just I was impressed by what he had done. So, I already had a tremendous amount of respect for him. So he came by and helped us record, just helped us, because he had been there before. He had recorded the whole album himself, and he kind of helped us put together. And then, so that's kind of the first time we ever interacted. And then my other partner, Brooke, was, doing tracks with a lot of local artists, right? And traveling around a bit, doing some major stuff. And we had worked together one time. I played keys on one of those tracks, and I just thought he was an incredibly talented producer that just needed a bit of musicality to complete his records. Right. And to me, that was me. I felt like I was like the cherry on top, for what the group needed. Right. Back then, we weren't even thinking about the group. I think once we got together, a few times, we were like, maybe we should do this. Like, maybe we should start something and create a partnership to where everybody eats, but we all work together as a group, which wasn't really, three of us weren't really used to that.
Right. Good question. Who's the manager? Is Brooke the manager? Is Brooke the manager?
No, Brooke is a business partner and producer.
Okay.
And One Shot Management is the company that manages us.
Okay.
Just
One shot.
One Shot Management,
Okay.
and it's two guys, Ivan Rivera and Chuck Cream.
So Ivan is one of the managers.
Yes.
Okay. So Ivan. Okay. Okay. That's why I don't see Ivan a lot. He does all of that. He's out growing up business.
He's out there trying to get our money for
Get
us.
too money for you. That's what I'm talking about. He's good at it too.
Yeah, no, he's pretty good at it.
He's pretty good at it. I'm telling you. And Coleon. Well, what do you do? And what does each one of you do? Coleon is what? I know you're a beat maker, right?
I am a producer, musician, composer, and
this guy.
arranger.
Yeah, this guy plays how many instruments?
I don't know, but
He plays enough.
just the way that I always saw it was just like, if put anything in front of me, I'm gonna try to make it rock. And, you know, it just so worked out that, you know, I was able to pick up a few instruments and play them well enough to where we could make the track sound good. But the funny thing is that, all right, I started out as a musician. And I would play all these little tiny bar gigs around town, back home, to kind of make ends meet. You know, I was playing blues bands and reggae bands and jazz bands, and just trying to get out there. And I thought that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life. Just play the saxophone. Because the saxophone is what I studied the most. You know, that's how I started. You know, the guys, Brooke started out as a, you know, he started out as a, you know, making tracks from samples, you know, digging through hundreds of records to find this one song that fit his idea perfectly. And he was a master at that, he still is. And, you know, creating really hard-hitting drums around that sample, and directing the musician, perhaps just like me, you know, to kind of get in there and fit around it. You know, Coleon, you know, he was more so all original, played keys, and she made these really hard-hitting club tracks, and just was a master of sound design, of creating drums out of footsteps, out of a firecracker, out of opening a pickle jar, whatever. He just mic'd everything up, and he had this crazy library of all these.
You know, that's rather unique. You know, just to hear something, you know, you hear something and make music from it. And most people hear something and say, okay, that's somebody opening a pickle jar. Coleon hears somebody, he opens a pickle jar and it's a totally different sound.
Yeah, his mind is
Somewhere else, yeah.
But in 10, you know, throughout the 10 years we've been together, we've all become what the other was.
Y'all kind of mix and mingle with whatever you need to do.
Absolutely, and you spend that much time with anyone, like, and you pick up on what they do. So now we all kind of, you know, they can play and arrange and compose, just like I can, you know, put together tracks like I wasn't able to back then. You know, not at the same quality, but now we're all basically neck and neck, you know, and that's the beauty of it. Now we can actually be a team in the same room, working on one track, or we can split up, be on different coasts, working with different artists.
I hope my people are recording this on the cameras. Is that camera recording? I mean, the camera. The camera says you gotta press the record button to get the record. Otherwise, it's not recording. No, the record button, over to the, gotta get the recording going. You got technicians, young technicians all over the place. You gotta press the record button on it. Okay. Yeah, I see the red buttons now. I see the red lights, and I don't see red lights. You know, it's not like I used to be, but I saw red lights a long time ago. If I see red lights now, it tells me something. If I don't see red lights, it tells me it's not working. But you came back from New York about what, a month or two ago?
Yeah.
Who were you recording for then? I mean, producing music for then?
Out of New York, our last trip we took to New York, we did a 3-week-long session with Slaughterhouse, which is a, those that don't know, it's basically a hip-hop supergroup. 4 members, put together by Eminem. They're signed to Shady Records, and you know, the members consist of Joe Budden, Crooked Eye, Royce 5'9", and Joel Ortiz. And these guys all had their own success before they were put into a crew. And now I think with the push of Shady, you know, behind them, it's quite incredible, like how far they've come as a crew, you know. But yeah, we were out there for a few weeks working with them, putting together, helping put together the project alongside Just Blaze, who was executive producer of the project, and Cardiac, Nermine, some other producers there. They're really
most of your work rap, or rap artist, or is it R&B? Do y'all do it all or what?
Well, I put it into the category of urban. I mean, like by far, I'd say hip hop, R&B is where we concentrate the most of our work. You know, but nowadays we're expanding quite a bit. You know, doing some pop rocks and power pops and a little bit of you know, we just made some. You know, been doing some Nashville connections recently, and hopefully we'll get up there soon again and continue to work with some of the country acts. You know, it's all about expansion, and you know, we've kind of gained a lot of respect in the hip hop and R&B world. And I just think it's time to kind of stay relevant in that world, but as well as move on. You know.
I know you guys are always looking for artists. Most of the time, don't you have a new artist that you guys are producing now?
Yeah, we have an artist right now that we're currently developing and shopping. Trying to get the right situation for him right now, but you know, as far as the details of that, like, you know, it's not really. We're not really going too deep into that right now because we're still in the development phase. But it's you know, it's an exciting project. You know, the kid is a foreigner. He's from Belgium. Really pretty looking kid. I'm a little jealous.
So good.
Where we go.
You know, it's strange when you say that. So men can say that, you know, be jealous of how other. Oh wait a minute, I see couples, you know, not shaking the head. See couples. I know there's a couple named Will Smith. You know he look good, you know. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So we gonna push Will into that one. See, last time I'm gonna say this. My first show, Will didn't come on the show, and I called him on stage. So every time I talk to him now, he tells me, you know, don't do it like that. Don't pull him up at the last minute. So I'm gonna leave him alone. But some of the guys that you have worked with, major artists, like who? What are the names besides Young Jeezy?
Rick Ross. Rick Ross is a big part of our catalog. Okay. We've worked on all his albums, had multiple placements on each album, except for the first album. So good 4 or 5 albums with Rick. He won the Grammy for Mary J. Blige, her incredible breakthrough album. It was called Breakthrough.
Right.
It came out in 2005. She won the Grammy in 2006 for Best R&B Album, and we were part of that album. So in terms of the book,
Right.
You know, Ludacris, Drake, Young Jeezy, right? Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj. I mean, the calls are, you know, we get calls from all the artists on a regular basis, and we just, you know, we try to dedicate as much time as we can to each project. But you know, it's a blessing and a curse to have to turn down work a lot of time.
Yeah.
But you know, that's where we're at right now. It's a good time.
That's good. That's good. You know, I've been knowing Kenny, you know, how many? Oh, about 3-4 years now. Yeah. And you know, the guys are, you know, and I will say this from my heart. You know, there are a lot of guys that are out there in the business, and I'm being a minister. Everybody has their idea of certain people. You know, whether they're rap artists or whatever the case. For some reason, some people just can't seem to fathom the fact that, you know, people are people. You have a job, I have a job. You know, what if you did have a job? Then we won't be talking about it. But these guys have a good heart. You know, you have to get, the bottom line, you have to get to know people before you start. You know, people want to sometimes judge you by the cover. You know, you need to read the book. You know, a lot of people like to judge, you know, because they're rap artists and judge, you know, the beat makers and all these guys that do rap. They want to judge them by what they do. But let's understand something, that what they have is a business. And it's their business. I guarantee you, most people who do the talking don't have a business. Most people who do the talking don't have a job, because they're real critical of those of us that do. You know, so we have to be mindful of the fact that just because these guys make rap music, that personally, I can understand it. I can understand the rap, but let me say this much. I've tried. What's his name? My daughter used to get on me all the time. What's his name? Come on, y'all help me.
Busta
Busta Rhymes.
Nobody understands Buster.
Nobody understands Busta. Do you understand Busta?
He can't sing.
On
On
a
occasion.
few listens, it'll take you a few listens because it's so fast.
I have tried on a few listens, and it didn't work. I'm just telling you. I saw Buster the other day on Ustream. He was on a Ustream program, and he talks totally different. I guess his mindset is totally different, because when he's rapping or whatever, his conversation. He's an intelligent, very intelligent young man. You know, but to hear his music, you would think, how can I catch up with him in what he's saying? You know, honestly, I like the guy, especially when you start to talk to him. You know, I know, see, look on his shirt. He says, illest composer ever. Now, me? Oh, illest. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
See, that's a good thing. See, at my age, I never did understand illness. You know, if you ill, you ill. I don't know, you was sick. But you know, that mean good, yeah. There's a barber that I know, his I can't think of his first name, but he calls himself Sick. And the thing is, brothers is sick, you know, from what I'm saying, because the brother can give you a haircut. That's tight. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna have to plug them in there from Swagger Barber Shop. Those brothers over there know how to cut your hair, even though I can't go to them. You know, I did go to him, and he did shave my head, but he used clippers, you know. And but like I say, the music industry is so vast, you know, and people who talk about it, I have to say, the music industry is what you make of it. If it's your livelihood, go for it. You know, a lot of people ask me sometime about me being a minister and my daughter singing pop music, and I tell them, just ask question, what your daughter doing? You know, so we have to recognize the fact it's not about what they do, it's about how they present themselves. You know, and we all we want to get real about it. A lot of folk that's in quote Christianity don't represent like they should. You know, they have a false representation of it, and we've seen it happen in Douglas. Well, not in Douglas, but we've seen it happen in Atlanta. We've seen it happen in other places. You know, so let's get real about it. We all have our lives to live. Before I became a minister, I played in a 10-piece band. I drank my wine. I'm gonna say it on there. I smoked my weed. I got high.
You didn't inhale though, right?
Huh?
You didn't inhale.
No, yeah, I didn't inhale though. If y'all believe that. But things change. And you know, everybody has their life to live. And I applaud you young men for doing what you do. You know, for living the life that you live, for being good young men. And everybody, you can't say that about everybody. But see, I've been knowing Kenny for a minute. He's a good young man, he has a good heart. He'll help you when he can. I know the guys, all the guys at Justice League. All of them have a good heart. I've been to their house, we've had parties together, I've been there. They do what they want to do. And I tell everybody, this is what I tell them. If you don't want to be around it, don't go. Stop going there and criticize. You know, why go to your house and criticize what you do? That's your house. That's why I tell people, if you don't criticize my house, don't come. You don't criticize what I do, don't show up my house. I'm having an all-white party. You guys invited. It's the 24th. You have to wear something white. Because it's all white. Okay, for those of us who that just flew over the head, you have to wear all white, and we're gonna have ribs, and chicken, and maybe fish. That's all right, they're ringing the doorbell to come in. But this is what's going on at my home. And Justice League is invited. Kenny's gonna be there. Huh?
I appreciate it.
Man, please, you guys better show up and bring the guys too. But they have to wear all white. Now, y'all got an all white Justice League uniform? You know? Okay. But I appreciate what you guys have done, you know, in the industry. You know, I appreciate who you are. I appreciate the guys, you know, Rook and Coleon, Ivan. Is Ivan? He's not. Who's your brother? What's your brother's name?
Gabriel.
Gabe's not a part of it.
No, he's done some work with us.
Oh, he's done some work with
He's
us.
really from.
Okay.
He's done some stuff with us.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good. But you know, I appreciate you guys for what you do. You guys are still making music, still making money, still doing what you need to do to make your lifestyle what it is. You guys have got a good lifestyle. Just let y'all know, these guys have a, I went to their house, and who's that has the, what is it in the yard? The yellow car? Coleon's Ferrari. I was tempted to ask Coleon to drive it.
You should. You're not gonna tell you no.
Oh, okay. Now that I know. Now that I know. Coleon, Kenny said that. I just want you to know, I'm coming to ask you to drive your Ferrari. I may not go.
Don't even ask. I'll get the keys. Go take this one.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's what the church dance. But I really appreciate you. Just to let you know, Kenny, been knowing him, like I said, for a while, and he's been in my home, and I've been out to their home, and he's a good young man. I met his dad, and honestly, if you've met his dad looks like, we look like brothers. Yeah. Me and your dad look so much alike, you know, when I met him, so that's a good thing. You know, and I met Tito, and he's down in Florida, we you know, been together, you know, they've been in my home. I have yet to go to Tampa, but we are going. We're going to meet your mother, we're going to meet Tito, and we're going to have a good time down in Florida. Does Tito go fishing? Does he go deep sea fishing?
You know, we done that one time. We've done deep sea fishing one time. It's about time we make an excuse.
It is. It's about time we make an excuse to go again.
Dude, we need y'all to come down, man, and show y'all a little bit of how we country Puerto Ricans.
Okay. Country Puerto Rico.
Let's go roast a pig or something. You know, let's go.
You know, I have seen pictures, you know, of the chickens down there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice chickens. Need some fresh chicken soup. It's fresh. It's that fresh. It's killed that day.
You know, that's made to be a country Puerto Rican. Country black, country white. It's just a good mix. It's just a good mix. So I think we all get together. We can just have a country style cook-off. That's right. You know.
Not barbecue.
Huh?
Not barbecue.
And you barbecue. John Sanders, you need to meet, that's Will Smith, raise your hand. We have an issue we're gonna talk about later on, but before I let you go, there's an issue we need to talk about that we need to put out on this show that is very controversial for the city of Douglasville. And that was John Sanders who talked about barbecue. He has an event going on this Saturday here in Douglasville where he's gonna be feeding the people over by Kroger. Is that right?
Yeah.
Feeding the people over by Kroger that they live in the woods by Kroger. And they're gonna be doing it at 12 noon on Saturday. So that's what I'm gonna try my best to get there. I'm not sure that I have choir rehearsal or an event, but I'll let you know. Okay, and I have a young lady in the audience is Sophia. She has she's trying to get a website together, and she has a beautiful story about her life for women. So we need to get women to come and hear what she has to say. And I really want to thank you for coming on my show, man. I wish I could have had all the guys. I probably had those seats out the audience, but you represented well.
I appreciate it.
Just want you to know.
Thanks for the invite, first of all. The other guys didn't be here. They're holding down session cross town. I got to shoot over there after this, but I really appreciate the invite. It's open anytime.
Anytime. Tree Sound is one of your studios, right?
Tree Sound is not a studio that we own, but we record there quite a bit.
Right.
And it's personally my favorite studio in town. Like the most beautiful sounding live room. You know, countless legendary artists record there. Right. Elton John, you know, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and it's just a beautiful place. That's where we record live, and that's when we're not at the home studio, right, doing some pre-production.
You do all your pre-production at home.
Yeah, most of it, and then we need to do some serious, you know, we got a string section or anything, we bring over the sounds.
Wonderful. Well, Kenny Bartolome, let's give him a hand, y'all. From the Justice League. I don't know if you can see that. That's Kenny over there. That's Rook.
That's right.
Corleone and Kenny Bartolome. Now, Rook's last name,
Ortiz.
or Rook Ortiz, Corleone. Is he part, just asking, every time I see Corleone, I want to be called Mafia Man or something.
That's just a name, I mean,
What's his last name?
Crow.
Crow. Basic, okay. Corleone Crow, that's nice, I like CC. Maybe I'll see him next time. But these guys here are just a part of it. Rook, Corleone, Kenny, and, is that it?
Yeah, the three of us, as far as just production.
Right, that's it. Okay, okay. Justice League. I know they got periods behind that, but does that justice stand for anything?
Yeah, it's an acronym.
For what?
Just undeniably some of the illest composers ever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
say that one more time. Just undeniably some of the illest composers ever.
Yeah.
You got it.
Boy, I like that. Give them a hand, but I like that. They are. The illest composers ever. That's all right, that's all right. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, Kenny, I'll tell you what, next time, hopefully we get all the guys here, you know, and we're gonna try, if it's a Thursday, it's every Thursday night, hopefully we get the guys here so we can actually, you know, get a chance to actually hear some of the beats, hear some of the stuff you do.
Okay.
So, you know, anybody can think about studio stuff, because y'all got the time to do it. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. But I will say this, and then we're gonna, this portion of the show, we're gonna be over with, but Kenny, produced a song for my daughter. Justice League, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Like a Pistol. Like, L-I-K-E, a pistol. And I tell you, once you hear it, you're gonna say, because I guess you heard your music last week. The guy Wallace, he's a guy here. And the Drill. From Archie Bell and the Drill.
Oh, yeah.
They heard that song.
We did.
Lucius Larkins and James Wise said that song needs to be out now.
Incredible.
They said, what are you waiting on? So
Incredible.
now you and Avant Samaj, which is her stage name, I ain't gonna give her a very real name. You guys you might want to get a chance to talk to those three guys, because Archie Bell is gonna be here this month.
Incredible.
And they're supposed to come on the show. Archie Bell and the Trails are supposed to come here and perform. So,
I believe they might have sent some money their way. I think we sampled one of their records.
really? Okay.
It's Archie.
Archie,
I might got a little chest and one of our records, but that's incredible. I'd love to catch the show when you come on.
okay. They're gonna come and perform, they're gonna come and sing. And I may, do a step or two with them. Don't laugh.
Don't worry about it, I know CPR.
But trust me, the Drills are older than me. Well, James is, well, I think all of them. 5 few years. They may not like to say that. But Kenny, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. Okay, tell the guys I'll be seeing them, we were talking to them. And like I say, next time on the show, we'll be everybody here. Okay? Thank you a lot. Let's give Kenny a hand, y'all. All right. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes. Tonight, my second guest, of course, is my bishop, Bishop Don W. Maddox from the Church of Deliverance. I've been wanting to get him on the show, but like I said, Bishop lives in you. And for him to be here tonight, he has a testimony that people need to hear, people need to see, people need to see him as he is now. Because if you saw him as he was, you would realize that God is real and God still works miracles in people's lives. God bless you. We'll be right back.